Hello there, and welcome to the Fish Tank Barn. A little over a month ago, I had the opportunity to speak at a monthly meeting for the Aquatic Club of Pasco County, which is located north of Tampa, Florida. During my time there, Grant and Shelby from the Garden of Eder were my host, and I got to do some pretty cool stuff while I was down in Florida. So come join me as we take a look at all of my adventures that I had visiting Florida. I think the most obvious place to start with this video is the club meeting. The Aquatic Club of Pasco County holds their monthly meeting on the second Saturday of every month in Spring Hill, Florida. Now that I've had the opportunity to visit a couple of out-of-state clubs, I really find it interesting how each one of them is different. While I didn't film my talk this time, I will go ahead and put a link here to where I spoke in Ohio, where you can find a short excerpt of my talk. I really found this club meeting to be quite impressive, especially the large amount of fish in their auction. In talking with Grant, he said they can have up to 500 bags at a club meeting for their auction. So I did film one of their bags being auctioned off. So here's a little taste of how the auction runs at the Aquatic Club of Pasco County.
We have Royal Farewell is $3 in a bag. We have a bunch of shrimps also in the bag. It's like blue shrimps. Let's start with $5. Who's in for $5? Give me $5. Who's got $4? Give me $4. I got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold down at 9. Who's up at 9? Who's up at 8? 121's got it at $8.
Seller 45, baby. We got 4 gold white cloud. These guys have red genetics. I've seen like this fish room. I've seen the red ones. Really neat, really neat. 4 nice size white cloud down the middle. The gold variety and the red genetics. It's gonna be $4. Dollar fish. $4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. $16 for 17. They're selling $16 for 94.
One interesting thing that they do with the fish being auctioned off, they put the fish bag into a box that contains a video camera. This makes it a lot easier to see the fish being auctioned off, instead of having the bag being held up by a runner. I think doing something like this is something that more clubs should look into. Along with their normal auction, they had a pretty large silent auction where you could bid on dry goods, plants, and other items. I was really impressed with their club meeting and really enjoyed my time there. If you're in the Tampa area, I would highly recommend that you check out the Aquatic Club of Pasco County. So after the club meeting, Grant, Shelby, and I went back to their house and explored everything that the Garden of Eder had to offer. If you don't know about Grant and Shelby and the Garden of Eder, they're known for 2 specific things: the shrimp that they sell on the Garden of Eder website and their amazing aquascapes. This was truly an amazing shrimp house where you could find over 400 tanks, amazing aquascapes, a large koi pool, and even more aquatic fun outside. The Garden of Eder was an amazing place, and I really enjoyed my time there. I could have spent days there admiring and filming the shrimp. So the next day, we headed a couple of hours north to visit a couple of fish rooms. The first being the fish room of Lucas Brett from LRB Aquatics. I've known Lucas for quite a long time, going back to his days in Indiana. Lucas has a pretty unique approach to fish keeping, where he runs all of his tanks with just plants and doesn't run any filtration. It's really impressive how quiet his fish room is, even with a ton of tanks. Like the Garden of Eder, there was also a ton to look at outside the fish room as well. We even got to do a bit of fish collecting at some of the ponds that he had on his property. It was definitely nice to catch up with Lucas, and I would really like to thank him for having me over. I really enjoyed it. After Lucas's, we headed over to the fish room of Ray Aquatics. He had a fish room set up in his garage that held quite a wide variety of fish, from German blue rams, African cichlids, and a lot more. I really enjoyed my time at Ray Aquatics fish room as well, and would really like to thank him for having me over. With the 2-hour drive and visiting the 2 fish rooms, it was pretty late in the evening by the time we got back. However, we did have one more adventure to do before I headed back to Michigan the next morning. I had told Grant that I wanted to collect some wild mollies, and he had the perfect spot, which happened to be on our way back to the hotel. So at around 10:30 at night, we stopped at the side of the road, grabbed our collecting gear, and really caught some interesting fish. It was definitely something that I'll remember for quite a long time. So I really hope that you enjoyed taking a look at my trip to Florida. I really had a great time. I would like to thank the Aquatic Club of Pasco County and Grant and Shelby from the Garden of Eder for their hospitality and for having me come down to Florida to speak. Like I said earlier in the video, if you're in the Tampa area, I'd really encourage you to check out the Aquatic Club of Pasco County. I don't think you'll be disappointed. In the description of this video, I'll go ahead and put a link to their website as well so you can learn more information. Also, I would like to thank Lucas Bretz and Ray Aquatics for hosting me and having me visit their fish room. I really enjoyed seeing both of the fish rooms and had a great time. So with that, stay safe, stay fishy, and I'll catch you on the next video.